Hello, everybody. How are you out there? It's Kelly, your solar system ambassador, and I'm back again with another Cosmic Monday quick chat for you. And we're going to be talking about the Ingenuity Helicopter, or the end of the mission. So I have my fancy slides for you that I'll share with you. And if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Kelly, and I'm a solar system ambassador for NASA and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It's my joy as a science enthusiast to bring the missions and science of NASA to the public in a fun and understandable way. So let's get right into those slides. As I said, we're talking about the end of mission report for the Ingenuity helicopter. On its 72nd flight last month in January, there was an anomaly, and NASA lost some data and uh, communication with the helicopter, and it ended up damaging its rotor blades. So you see both rotor blade number 1 and number 2 sustained damage. They are speculating that it may have lost power for a few seconds and sort of wibble wobbled. And as it was coming down for a landing, the blades touched the ground and got damaged. They're very, very thin. They're very, very light. So they're very, very fragile. And now that the blades are damaged, it can no longer achieve flight. And just to give you a little bit of back history, Ingenuity landed on Mars with the Perseverance rover on February 18th, 2021. It hitched a ride with the Perseverance rover. On the underbelly of it, they folded it up in a sort of origami shape, and it had to slowly unfold itself with its legs, and then eventually Perseverance rover dropped it onto ground, and it was able to start working. Now, this is the image from the very first flight, and I'll show you what that flight looked like. But this was the telemetry that NASA received that the first flight was a success. So let me show you what that flight looked like. It didn't take off very high, but it came back down, and it was an absolute success. Now, for its third flight on April 25th in 2021, it achieved a height of 16 feet, and it started to look around, take photos. So the science team could use all of the telemetry instruments on board. Now, if you see in this picture, can you spot the Perseverance rover? It's over there in the upper left-hand corner. And in the oval up at the top, that is the landing site of where they both touched down. For its 26th flight on April 19th, 2022, it achieved a height of 26 feet. And the science team was able to get some images of what the back shell looked like, in addition to the supersonic parachute, where it remained after it helped the rover and the helicopter land on Mars. It took off with some jet rockets to not damage the rover, and it flew away, and this is where it crash landed. Telemetry showed that it impacted Mars at about 78 miles per hour. So that's why you see all the damage there. And the scientists and the engineers, they now have these images. And so that will help them in the future to build better back shells for future missions. And on the Flight 27 on April 23rd, 2022, it achieved a height of 33 feet. Now, because the helicopter ended up being so hardy and so mighty, the Perseverance science team worked in conjunction with the Ingenuity team to start having the helicopter scout potential locations that the Perseverance team wanted to study. So the helicopter would fly up, take a bunch of photos, send those images to the Perseverance science team, and then they would know to drive the rover over to a specific outcrop of rocks, such as this photo, and then the scientists could use the instruments to study those rocks. On one of its last flights, flight number 70, which was just in December of 2023, it achieved a height of 39 feet. And many of the images are just absolutely breathtaking of what it's able to visualize and send back to the team. Now, the once it's come to its final resting spot here in the image, the Ingenuity team asked the Perseverance team if they could use one of the cameras on the rover to try to image where it landed so they can find out and get more information of possibly what happened. And from what this image looks like, now this is just my own speculation, it looks like it's sort of at an angle there. And you see all those sort of ridges that it landed among. So it's quite possible that as it was coming down for landing, those blades touched the ground and that's how they got damaged. And one final tidbit of information, a tiny, tiny piece of the fabric from the original Wright brothers airplane that achieved flight for the first time here on Earth was installed just underneath the solar panel of the Ingenuity helicopter. They wanted to give a nod to the Wright brothers for achieving flight here. And since the Ingenuity helicopter was the first powered flight on another planet, they wanted to have that sort of nod to the achievement that NASA accomplished. So here are the numbers of the final information for the Ingenuity helicopter. It was only supposed to be a tech demonstration for about 30 days when it landed on Mars. It was only scheduled to do about 5 flights just to see if they were even able to achieve flight and if the type of helicopter that they put together was even going to work. But in the end, it ended up flying 72 times. The total height that it reached was 79 feet, and it flew for over 128 minutes total. And the total mileage that it flew, because it ended up traveling along with the Perseverance rover, was a total of 11 miles. That's pretty impressive for something that was only supposed to last for about 30 days and 5 flights. Well, there you have it. The end of mission is upon us for the Ingenuity helicopter, which is very sad, but every time that NASA builds something, it ends up usually lasting a whole lot longer than what they had planned. So, congratulations to NASA and the Ingenuity helicopter team. And that's all I have for you on this Cosmic Monday Quick Chat. I hope you're doing well out there. Stay tuned. I have a lot more videos coming up for you this year. So, if you're watching me for the first time, thank you again for watching me, and I will be back very soon.